So the All Blacks have just announced their lineup to take on the Springboks this weekend in round 3 of the Rugby Championship, and there are a few changes compared to what we saw in the last matches up against Argentina. Some people have been asking for, others a little bit of a surprise you could say, for this All Blacks lineup, but we will start in the front row with the injury of Ethan de Groot. It did mean that number 1 was going to be a different man for this contest, and it is the man mountain to Mighty Williams. He looked dominant in the match up against Argentina, has a really strong scrum, and him versus Frans Malherbe, probably the two heaviest players on the field. It's going to be massive when they do go head-to-head. In the 2 jersey, it will be Cody Taylor, who is also the vice-captain for the All Blacks, and then number 3, this is where they have got Tyrell Lomax. In the locking duo, change from what we saw up against the Argentines. In those games, it was Tupavai 4 and Sam Darry as the number 5. Scott Barrett, though, back into the side after his injury. He has also got the captaincy, so he is at 4. And then number 5, this is where they have switched Tupavai from number 4 back into that number 5 jersey, which does bring Sam Darry off the bench in this contest rather than starting in the loose forward trio. We have also seen a change for the All Blacks here. Ethan Blackadder at number 6. That is unchanged from the last 2 matches. But number 7, Sam Cane, back into the starting side. That is rather than Dalton Papali'i, who has been left completely out of this lineup. Off the bench, it's going to be Finau. So Papali'i missing out here, but Sam Cane back into the starting side. The last game he played up against the South Africans, it was that Rugby World Cup final. Got himself the red card, but he wants to right those wrongs. And what a perfect game to be able to do so. In South Africa, number 8, unchanged from last week. The other vice-captain, unchanged from the matches up against the Argentines. Once again, going with Ardie Savea. In the backline, it will be TJ Perenara and Damian McKenzie as the 19 combination. Some people wanted to see Cortez Ratama get the start up against the Springboks, but I had a feeling that they would stick with TJ Perenara, keep that experience in there. Also, more of a kicking-orientated game, you could say, for TJ than Cortez, which is exactly what they'll need up against these South Africans. Although, South Africa, with their selection, they have gone with more of a running back line. So you wonder how that will match up with TJ and Damian McKenzie as the number 10 out on the left wing. This is where they have gone with Caleb Clark. Did play in the last match up against Argentina, doing relatively well, so he keeps that spot out on the left wing. In the centres, it will be Jordie Barrett, who is also vice-captain. The All Blacks have 3 vice-captains because, I guess why not? But he did have a decent game up against Argentina in the last contest. He needed it. He had been a little bit out of form since Super Rugby Pacific. The man on his outside still just starting to find a little bit of that form, and that is Rieko Ioane. Out on the right wing, Will Jordan once again gets a start. He has got a clinical try-scoring record, 33 tries from 33 appearances. And then Beauden Barrett at number 15 to close out the All Blacks starting lineup. Off the bench, it will be Asafa Moore at number 16, number 17, Ofa Tuangafasi, and number 18, Fletcher Null. I know that there were a few rugby fans who wanted to see Pasilio Tosi get that chance at 18. He is, just like to Mighty Williams, a bit of a man mountain, but they have gone with Fletcher Null, sticking with that Crusader tight head prop and hoping that he has some strong scrums later on. In the contest, number 19, this is where we do see Sam Darry. Number 20, Samapeni Finau. Now, out of this whole lineup, I would say that is the selection that I'm possibly the most surprised by. We've hardly seen Samapeni Finau playing any minutes. I thought maybe they'd consider Papali'i there, Jacobson, Satiti, or possibly a little bit higher up in the list than Samapeni Finau. But Finau, if he can play a great game here, can certainly be a dangerous option. Number 21, this is where we do see Cortez Ratama, 22, Anton Leonard-Brown, and then 23. To close out the All Blacks lineup, it is Mark Talia. But nonetheless, that is the All Blacks side. The Springboks announcing their team a little bit earlier on in the week. Yesterday, making the change, Eben Etzebeth moves into the side. He will be playing 19 for that contest this weekend for the Rugby Championship. But do let me know what you think of this All Blacks lineup in the comments down below. We will be doing the live commentary on the channel as well. The game kicking off at 3 a.m. New Zealand time, but we will be up watching that one on Sunday morning. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.